think it's working. It's muted. Thank God. I hate that autoplayer. Okay, then we go up here. Okay, so it knows we're live. But is it getting the signal? Well, it's been 30 seconds, and the stream hasn't started. So... Alright, I think it's working. Oh, it was working. Is it working now? Is it working now? Okay, great. Awesome. Okay, just make sure for my sanity. We're gonna click you, hop in. Okay, great. Awesome. Fuck. Okay. No idea how fucking annoying it was, the shit that I was trying to figure out. Okay. Yeah, I spent a few hours today looking at Twitch and understanding how it worked better to make sure that I didn't mess anything up or do anything, and I gotta say, Twitch UI is fucking egregious. I do not understand why when I go to full screen, when I click in the center box of a stream to pause it, it doesn't pause it. You cannot pause a stream by clicking on the middle. It doesn't happen on Twitch. I don't know why, but it doesn't. However, so in order to do that, you have to click the pause button in the bottom left corner. But, if you want to unpause it, then it does work in the center thing. And if you try to double click the center, trying to pause it, thinking that maybe you just have to double click instead of single click it for some fucking reason, it full screens it. Just to kill me. What in the fuck? Okay. So, yeah. I did my due diligence. I looked at Twitch streams set up more, and I looked at how Twitch works more, and I did a bit more, and you figured, you know what, I'll put in some effort into this. So, now you can't see me alt tab anymore. Gotta hide all of that streamer porn. I'm just kidding. Stupid fucking joke. But yeah, okay. Stream setup. And now we can get back to coding. So the God. Wait, we have a memory leak now? Why the fuck do we have a memory leak? Preferences. Enable the stack trace. Hit play. I'm noticing a distinct lack of debug lines. What the fuck is happening? Because it should be running... We have a lot of debug lines that get triggered through the game state. Let me reattach. Okay, click play. Nothing? It's acting like the script's not there. Maybe you have to bake it, or yeah, maybe save it. That'll... Okay, let me remove the component and reattach it. Okay, agent into there, player into there. Okay, recompile that. Yes. Okay. Okay, it's thinking about it. And play. Did I break something? Okay. Oh. I did break something. I know exactly what I broke. Yeah, okay. I know what happened. So what we're gonna do is yeah, okay, this is me being dumb. That's fine. That was not Unity's fault. That was entirely mine. We're gonna go into here, and where is the control? Where did I check this? It was on 83, I think. Yeah. So what we need to do is we need to say system API.query or get singleton of type Q system data dot queued actions dot length. There. That was the issue. Okay. And then should save, and now this should recompile. And then we can test it out. So I have 3.5 hours tonight. I'm gonna go for about 3.5 hours. I might not stream all of it, depending on how tired I get or how much I feel like nobody's watching. But my goal tonight, at least work-wise, is to complete, is to get the player and turn enemy cycle hooked up fully. So I want to get that done. I want to make sure that the multi-frame turn sequence works, and then we'll be good to go. Okay, so we're on enemy turn 10. We drop to enemy turn 8. Okay, and then we go down to 6-4, and then we hit the player turn, and we just wait because we don't get any inputs. Great. Wait. This is wrong. This should be is equal to 0. What is the... Hold on. We might have a bug already. That should be is equal to 0. I didn't properly enable that. So we'll just disable this one, disable that one, continue. Disable that one, and that one, continue. Disable that one. Okay. I think it's made this query. System data. And we're grabbing queue system data. Okay. Oh wait, this is still the wrong breakpoint. Continue. Okay, and now we're back here. Now we've got to turn 8. We're at 0. At 0. We're still at 0. Oh, wait. No, I'm fucking stupid. God, I'm so dumb. Okay. Greater than 0 return and then break do literally no difference. There's... Oh, I'm so stupid. Okay, here we go. Focus. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to hook the... We hooked up the enemy properly. The enemy runs in one frame. We're done. System resolved. If we need to do multi-frame stuff, we'll figure that out later. Right now, it's about testing. So now to get the player turn working. So all the player turn is going to do is, if it is equal to 0, then we're going to return. Otherwise, we're going to... start the enemy turn, because the enemy... Yeah, so what we need to do is we need to make... How are we going to do this? What's the easiest way to do this? I think the easiest way is we make this a function called ready enemies, and then we just call that here, and then we call that down here. And then all we have to do is pass in the speed and the state. Yeah, so all we'll do is we'll make a new method down here. Verse compile. Make a void. And then we're going to say ready enemies. Actually, we can just do it here. Instead of returning int like we were for that check, we return void. And then we just do that logic in here. So we'll We'll ready the enemies. Or, no, I'm dumb. We set the int. That's right. That's fine. We'll just call that again here. I already made this function. God, I'm so out of it tonight. Ref state, and then we're going to set to data dot value RO dot current speed. Oh, and then I got a break. And oh, instead of return, that needs to be break as well, because we need to make sure that the does it need to be break or does it need to be return? If we return, then we skip the disabling of the turn system. But it's the end frame cleanup's job to re-enable turn system. So how do we even set up for the enemies? The enemies, well, we don't have the reaction system set up for the enemies, so we haven't built this part yet. Okay, do we want the turn system to have the responsibility of maintaining that check, or do we want the end frame to maintain that check, and then the turn system just sets it? The end frame is currently responsible for this check. I feel like this would be a beginning of frame decision. So what we're going to do is we're going to have in here, if the length is equal to 0, then we're going to break. Otherwise, we're going to ready enemies. And then God, it's not my night tonight. I'm out of it. Okay, so this sets the component to false. We do want to set the component to false. Oh, wait, no, I'm totally done. We're going to do this logic in end frame. The end frame is going to be responsible for double checking to make sure that something doesn't need to trigger the reaction or just start the next part of the turn system. So either way, we're going to disable it here, and it's going to be the end frame's job to do this. That makes sense. I don't know why I thought about that alarm. Okay, so we're going to make that return. Or no, that's going to be break. You fucking dumbass. Set that to break. Delete that. Okay, and then we don't need to burst compile a non-existent function, which should fix both of those errors. Save up. Recompile. Save. There we go. Ugh, how are you guys doing tonight? Okay, we hit player turn. Everything shouldn't really have changed. But now we have... Now the enemies will basically be ready once we put in an input. So the next thing is going to be, now that we've enabled the input, which we did up here for onStart cycle, and readying the player state. Next, we need to implement the input processor system. So right now, all the input processor does is it makes a new one, which actually might already be hooked in. Let's check. If we go to behavior, or no, I don't need behavior data. I don't need player authoring. I don't need the spawn system. Okay, we're gonna go to queue system, and we're just gonna hook back in the conditional, or the breakpoint, and then we're going to hook in a breakpoint on input processor to make sure that actually runs. We'll reattach to Unity and click play. Okay, so we are hitting parse inputs. Parse inputs should be happening. Is there a way to check for what the can grab it here? God, I love that. Okay, turn system data. Current speed is 10. Huh, is this running every frame? Oh yeah, because it is running before, or at least that frame before we hit that. 10, 8, 6, 4, 2. Oh, I know the issue, because I didn't fix this. So one thing I wrote recently that I realized didn't work the way that I thought it did, so I wrote this require for update. So what require for update does is it's not supposed to run the onUpdate function of the system unless something exists that has these components. Now, there's a type of a component called an enableable component, which you can disable or enable without modifying the structure of the entity, which is important for how it stores the entities in memory. But apparently, it doesn't check the status of whether or not it's enabled when it does that check. So as long as it exists, irregardless of it actually being enabled, it still runs the update. And I thought it was closer to like a flag, where if it was disabled, then it would remove it from the update function. Luckily, there's not too much of a code difference, because now all we have to do is we just make a entity query named _query, and then we create a query builder, which is equal to new entity query builder allocator dot temp, so it runs only in the frame, dot with all, and we're gonna grab input data and input processor system ready, and then I believe it's build, or no. Then you do _query is equal to new entity query. Hold on, fuck, how did I write this? Equals state get entity query, that's what it is. Okay. State.get entity query of query builder. And then we're just going to do state.require for update _query. Keep the dot, this would make more sense. Okay, so now what this is going to do is it basically does the same thing as these two lines. It does like identical things, but now what we can do is we can go into onUpdate. We can do if _query dot is empty, which means that there is an empty, I think it is empty. Let me double check. Yeah, is empty. If there's an empty or invalid thing inside of this check, then we return out. Nice and easy. What did I do wrong? Why is it giving me an error? Oh, I made it a function. It's a property. There we go. So now it does exactly the same thing. There's this weird warning that I'm getting about it saying that I shouldn't be allowed to use the thing because I didn't put it in onCreate. I'm sure there's a different syntax I might supposed to be using, but it works for now, and so I don't really care. It's not causing memory leaks, and it's doing the exact same functionality, so if it becomes an issue, I'll deal with it and get rid of the annoying warnings. Maybe there's a refactor that it shows me how to do. This is not the fix. Okay. I'll look at a better way to do that in the future. But the important thing, what we care about, is that we should now be able to click, or now we should be able to save, relaunch that, and then input processor should only run on the inputs or on the frames that it actually is able to do something. I don't know if I actually want to put this here, because, so for example, if I pause the game, pausing the game is an input that will be read and then fed to the system, but we want to let you pause on, like, not your turn. That doesn't make sense to just only let you pause on your turn. So I might add a thing that this actually kicks in, like, down here, so that we do, like, an initial check for, like, non-ability related events, and then do the same thing, and then if that's true and we actually can do our turn, then we don't leave out early and let us do the rest of it. I also could technically put it into a different part of the input, because technically the input's spread across 3 systems. We have the thing that actually reads the system with a validator, which isn't really anything to do with the input. I might need to change that, but basically all it does is it considers what the player actually could be allowed to do at this turn, so it just checks the turn data, like the world state. And then we have our input processor. So, but the issue is I don't really want to put it in the reader because it's really weird to have a thing that only reads data and then for some reason it now also has the capacity to do this. So I think I'm just going to keep it in the processor and then just do that split halfway through. I think that's going to be the better way to do this. Why is it taking you 2 minutes to recompile this script? I hate when Unity bugs out. Okay, let me close. Oh my god, and I can have Task Manager up right now, and you can't see it. Ha ha ha. Get fucked, losers. I love having to individually add all my sources as windows instead of just sharing my screen. It's so much fun. And not triple the work. I didn't have to reset up that whole macro to make sure that that worked properly. Okay, if I click play, it should now be compiled. Hopefully. Okay, and now what we're going to do is we're going to reconnect the debugger, and we're going to click play. Cool. State.dependency.complete. Our speed right now is 4. God bless. Okay, so it fucking works. Awesome. So now we can disconnect from it for this. Put that over there. And so now what we're going to do is, now that runs, actually, did that run properly? If we hit if we just disable the debugger for a second. Okay, we're stuck at hit player turn. Okay, let's go through why. So assumedly we create a thing and then add it to this. Okay, can you read that line? Okay, you can't read the if check for some reason. Cool. We'll hit continue so we get into the... Oh, we didn't hit the queue system. Oh, I know why we didn't hit the queue system. Because I didn't enable the queue system. That makes sense. Let's do that. And here, we'll just do, at the end of this... actually, we'll do this at the beginning, because there's no real reason not to. We'll just do queue system data... or no. System API dot set component enabled type of queue system ready on system API dot get. Actually, can I just do underscore query dot entity array allocator dot temp bracket 0 comma true. Oh my god, I can! I don't know if that's actually better practice or not, because I technically am creating a collection, so maybe it's better to do the system call, but it is kind of clean looking, at least. Maybe in code it'll actually, or in process that's actually terrible, but... Is it because I have the debugger running? If I disable this, does it fix it? Because I don't normally have the debugger ready like this. I attach it every time. I wonder if that's what's breaking the reloader. Because we already know it's already recompiled, right? Like the reloading domain is just it refreshing Unity after it's recompiled. That's why I can close Unity and reopen it and it's compiled again. So maybe if I just don't do that and then figure that out later. Go to Task Manager again. Aha, don't we love watching Unity have to reopen twice? Isn't that so fun? Or maybe it compiles in the load and it actually was not properly compiled, and there actually was a compilation issue. Is it this? I wonder if that's what's causing it. I could play. Well, if that's what was causing it, then this should never have recompiled to begin with. It should be the same compilation process. Okay, we're still sitting on hit player turn. Let me reattach the thing. Okay, so we get our input processor. Then we're going to resume the program. Wait, turn system, input processor, turn system. Oh. Oh wait, no, I enabled it here. So why is the Q system not enabled? Q system ready. Turn system data, Q system, turn. Underscore query. Matching animate to entities 1. Q system ready is enabled. Does it have Q system data? It does. And it has turn system data. So... oh, we get there. Oh, we hit here. I'm dumb. Okay. Is created. Is it created? Let's see. Let's step in. Yeah, run me through your shit. Okay, so we hit this. So it goes to process the turns because the queued action is created. And what is our current size on that array? It's just going to be with a 1 action, right? Yes, okay. Which is nothing. At what point are we storing this? There's some point where we're storing this ahead of the... oh, I know what the problem is. Okay. Disattach, close that, break that, just in case that was the issue. We'll do a little bit of Unity troubleshooting simultaneously. I had Unity crash on me hard earlier today. It was really wacky. It, hold on, I just realized my chat's turned off. Let me make sure that I'm not missing out on important chat shit. Okay, that's reloaded now. Good. Hopefully I didn't miss anything. Let me go ahead and check just to make sure. You want those new chatters to say nice things about you. Okay, and then we're gonna click YouTube. Go to content, live, the stream. Sure. Oh god, it has audio. Okay, we're good. I didn't miss anything. I can keep talking to myself. Okay, so we had the issue is in the queue system. So the queue system checks to see if it's already has something in it when it goes to get processed. But what I haven't done yet is check to see whether or not something's ready to give it to it. So what I've been doing instead was just to enable the system. But what I need to do is I need to enable the system only if there's something in here. So what we should do is we should put that after. And we'll say if we're going to need if system API dot query of type player comma action set. These should be ref ROs. I need to disable that one setting. Okay. Dot item. Can I not just directly reference the results of the query? Do I have to store it in a variable? Well, no, I have to store it in a variable. Okay, we're gonna paste this line before I forget. And then, so I have to rewrite that. And then we're just gonna, let me make sure I can practice my Vim motions. So we'll do this. There we go. Then we'll do var. Would this be player data is equal to paste. And then we're gonna do if player data is equal to player data item 2. Oh wait, I need to set this to singleton. That was my issue. Well, there's only one of this thing, so it's not singleton per se. We'll just do player data bracket 0 dot. Does that work? Item, no. Cannot apply indexing to an expression of query enumerable. Okay. Fuck it. We'll just run this in the job. I don't know why I'm overcomplicating this. Delete this. Delete that. Delete that. We already have these two here. And then we'll just put if hold on, I just had an idea. I just realized, technically, I could just write directly to the queue system data over here and not wait for the queue system to store it separately. For now, we'll do this, but that is definitely, I'm making a note, that could be rewritable. Possibly replace the queue system with direct write. I think the only thing I would fight that on is sometimes the enemies are going to need to hold on to what they might do in their response based on what the player does ahead of the player. And so they can't really directly write to it then, but at least for the player's sake, and for actually queuing in the action on their turn, there's not really a reason to wait by the time it gets to the queue system. But this is fine. For now, we're okay. All we'll do is we'll say if, we'll put that here, because it kind of looks goofy doing it here, but who cares? If action set dot plan is not equal to what we call turn data. It's turn data, right? Yeah, turn data dot default. How did I check it in? Was it queue system where I checked this? I checked this in one of these systems. Nope, not in here. Nope. Oh, is it in behavior? Here it is. If enemy.valueWrite.plan is equal to default. Okay. Cannot apply operands of type not equal to cannot apply operands of not equal to operand. Cannot apply operator. Jesus Christ. Not equal to operands of type component.turn data and default. Options are not equal string. But I can do equals? No. Okay, why was I able to do this here? It was value read write dot plan. And that works fine. So instead of doing can I just do action set is equal to default? No. Why does the ref RO or ref read write wrapper matter? This is technically supposed to be a replacement for ref RO. If I just do this. Oh, I should put that on the type. And then we'll do. Except the fact that ref is read write, dumbass. This needs to be W. There we go. And then we'll do dot value read write. God, I need to get better at these control schemes. Value RO. And now if we do this. Cannot apply if type equals. Why does this work? I think it's even the same component. In action set. Oh, wait. I'm going to... Bro, I'm so dumb tonight. What the fuck? If I do is works. It's the default literal value default is not valid as a pattern. Use another value. Like, it's not nullable. So if I say 0... Oh, actually, we'll just do plan.id is equal to 0. Or not equal in this case. Greater than. Fuck, I deleted the line. Okay, system API dot set component enabled of type. Ooh, I do not have a reference to the. Maybe I can do it. I don't think it's gonna let me, but we'll try. Alright, so set component enabled. Q system data. System API dot get singleton entity using turn system data. True. Here we go. Oh, this should be Q system ready. Yeah, and now it's going to flag it because it's not going to let me do that inside here. You're going to use it outside of this. Okay, let me check to see real quick. I haven't added a way for you guys to see what I'm Googling yet. Using this just a show monitor option, and part of the issue is I don't know a good way to automatically flip between, so I'm going to look into that. Because I do not want to manually edit the scene every time I got to do stuff. I am trying to focus too much for that. But for now, I'll just talk about everything I read. So in this case, and hopefully I just don't take too long. Okay, how to set component inside of job Unity. how to enable, we'll say. ECS, maybe that's the issue. How to use iEnable component with iJob entity. Okay, I'm excited. Here we go. How do I write an iJob then it can enable and disable components? So you just reference it and then you set its value to false. So if I just do public ref read write Q system ready QSR, I can just put QSR dot value read write is equal to false or true. Cannot convert. Okay, well then this form just fucking lied to me. I feel like I did this in another job at one point. Hold on. That's an add no resize. Maybe it's in the turn system. Nope. Recording system. Fuck. I think I wrote over this once. Oh, maybe it's in the input validator. Nope. I think I wrote over this. How to enable components, or maybe we'll do set enable. iJob entity, maybe that'll be clearer. Oh, fuck. It's gonna irritate me that I forgot to do this. Hold on. I feel like I asked somebody. Let me check my Discord logs real quick. I know that I had this question at one point. Wait. This Discord doesn't let you search who a message was from? Brother. Fuck. Why would you do this to me? Oh, okay, hold on. We're gonna do some quick scrolling. Not in here. Oh wait, here it is. Hold on. Wait, is it because hold on. Let's see if I can figure this out based on what this is saying. Is it because if I me that over there, I think we're actually missing one of these, so we're just gonna add one real quick. I mean unexpected. We're missing one from this. Oh wait. Yeah, we're missing one. I don't know why it's saying that. Okay, it's fine. Whatever. Oh. Did I put this outside the namespace? Hold on, that's gonna bother me. Okay, there we go. So I think the issue is that on this job, I'm supposed to put it here. Enable queue system. We'll do iJob entity. And then all we'll do is we'll say void execute ref. In this case, it's going to be queue system ready. QSR. QSR dot value or refrw do this. Hold on, let me double check what this guy said. Oh wait, you also need it in. Hold on. Yeah, maybe I just do this in a separate job. This will be easier. We'll okay, delete this line, and then we'll just do delete that, delete that, delete that, and then we'll have to pass in a public entity Okay, wait. I'm out of it tonight. We're gonna code like we're retarded, because I am, and we're just gonna do if. Why did this not work? If if system API. Oh, that's right. I had to get the specific action set. Well, why not just put a was new action, and then just if the thing is not X or Y, or sorry, then this would be ready to do it. We just do was new action equals true. And then in here, we just bool result is equal to, okay, and then actually let me do it up here. And then we just do was new action is equal to result. What's the issue? Local variable result might not be initialized before accessing. You know, that's fair. So what if we just didn't do that? Then can I just read the result off of this? If job dot was new action system API dot set component enabled queue system ready system API dot get singleton entity of type turn system data, or actually yeah, turn system data works, comma true. Okay, this was infinitely simpler, and I should work. I don't know why I wouldn't. Save a bunch, make sure it properly parses, compiles. Okay. Are you going to properly compile on me, Unity? Okay, you did. So there's some issue with holding the debugger on. Okay, so now that we've compiled, now we'll re-enable the debugger. And we're going to grab queue system, and we just want to read this. Continue. All I care about right now is what is the speed that we're doing this at, because I only start caring when underscore query dot how do I just actually, what was the name of this variable called? Nah, I can't set the condition of this. That's fine. We're just gonna grab queue system data and turn system data. Okay, we're at speed 10. Hit continue. Speed 10. That's max speed. Okay, now we're at speed 6. Okay, now we're at speed 4. We parse the inputs. Then we head to the queue system. No, then we got brought back to the turn system. Fuck, what happened? Oh, that's right, it doesn't like the if chuck thing. We'll put it there and here. Continue. Continue. Okay, we've read input processor, which means we're now at a point where the player can do something. And we never run queue system. Okay, so we didn't properly set this up then. What did I do wrong here in input processor? Does this not do what I think it does? Let's hit play again real quick. And we'll just skip through to the input processor. Okay. Job. Was new action is equal to false. Oh, wait. Duh. I didn't press a fucking input. I... Who the... I... Okay. Our only stop point on this is going to be when the queue system runs. So we're going to click play. Okay, cool. We hit the first one. Second one. Third one. Okay, now we should be free roam, right? We're in infinite player turns. If I press an input... Nice. And it didn't work. Fuck yeah. Nice. Okay. Well, we should at least be... Let's see what query currently says. There's 0 matching entities. I get that. Okay. Can I look at what's in system data now? Queue system is still 0. Oh yeah, because we haven't queued the thing yet. But query system ready is still disabled, so we fucked it up. What did we fuck up? Okay, let's try this. We'll set this flag, and we'll say job.was new action. Okay, so now we should only get this breakpoint when was new action is true. We hit continue. We will skip out. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're in free roam. Okay, that's what I was afraid of. You know what? I thought it was... Okay. What we'll do is we'll just store it into the queue system. It's the most direct, laziest way to do it, and maybe is bad principles, but it's not working the way I'd want to do it, and I know I can do it the other way, so we'll just do it that way. And then I feel no, you know what? Fuck it. I'm too irritated. I need to figure out why this is not working. Why is it that system.setComponent enabled, or why is it that do bools not? Okay, we're gonna set a breakpoint here. And now if I click play and we skip through 1, 2, 3, 4, and we go off into La La Land. If I click up, left. Oh, we might have a bigger problem. This might not be getting the input. Can we read the if check? I can read this. Oh, I'm not able to do this, which I feel like I've been able to do in the past. Or, more importantly, the inputs are not getting fed to it. So what we're going to do is we're going to okay, we have the inputs right here. What do the inputs do in this function? Oh, we feed it into it as a reference. Oh, perfect. Then I can just read it right here. Okay, here's what we'll do. We'll set a conditional here. We'll say inputs dot move direction is not equal, or dot x is not equal to 0. So I'll make sure to do a horizontal input. And if we reattach this, skip through. Now enter La La Land, and if I press right, awesome. Okay, so we get the input. The input does go into the inputs. It is stored in the inputs. We have stored the direction 1, 0. That works. We then feed it to this. And we go into here. Is the job not running because the components aren't there? Oh my god. That's what's happening. I never set the component of the fucking player back to true. That's what needs to happen. That's what's causing this. That's why the job isn't running, which is why the value isn't getting read, which is why the component wasn't getting enabled, which is what the queue system wasn't doing. That's the point of that's our breakpoint. Okay, I understand now. I understand. I understand everything. Okay, all we have to do is we just have to go into turn system and we just say, where is it? You know what? We don't need it. Fuck it. I don't know why I'm... We have a component that we genuinely do not need. We're just going to delete this. We'll just pass in the public ref rw queue system data. No, we'll stick with the plane. I don't know why I'm being so indecisive on this. I feel like there is a better way to do it, but the better way to do it would involve rewriting more than just this one component. And at this exact point in time, this rewrite would not be useful. When I get to the next stage and I get it working, then it will be useful because it'll be better construction and allow me to do better stuff. But at this exact moment, I just want to get this fucking working so that I can feel good about myself. Okay. Okay, so all we have to do is we just go to turn system. And on this section, when we enable the player right here, all we're going to do is we're going to say system API dot set. That's not API. Set component enabled. Type of action set. No, fuck. We have to do it this way. Yeah, this is one of the reasons that I don't like doing this. We have a singleton, but we can't really treat it like a singleton because it shares too much data with other singletons. So what we have to do actually is for... no, not for each. There we go. And then we have to delete all this, and we have to say var player in system API dot query player or ref ro player comma ref read write action set system API dot set component enabled action set on system API dot get singleton entity. How did I do this on the enemies? Let me just copy that code. Oh, I made 2 collections and then iterated it. Yeah, that's so gross. Yeah, fuck. I need to rewrite that. Okay. That's not a maybe anymore. That is going in the notepad. Must. Replace the queue system with a direct write and then change the conditionals. Okay, we're doing that. Fucking hell, this is gross. I hate this. Okay. Ugh. It is what it is. Do I just rewrite it now? So here's the change. How do can I open like an empty text inside of this software so I don't have to make a new... I'll just put the bottom here. We'll just make a comment block. It's this, right? And then you do, yeah, okay. So we currently, what we need to do is we need to change the hook in the direct queue to data. And then instead of checking if there's a collection, to determine if should process turn, instead we just we change the queue system to the turn processor system and only enable when the queue is ready to pop, and then end frame collection would determine... No, I guess you could do that in queued system. We should still change the queue system to turn processor system, and then if their check would be, if there's data stored in here, will there be someone to react to it? So instead the check will be, is reactable to what's inside, or has already reacted. That's going to be the other half of this. Which will probably be because we'll have two collections, the default store and then the reaction store. Two collections. And then all we'll do is we'll process the reactions and then we'll process the defaults. Or if it's not reactable, process directly. If reactable, then toggle a flag. And then in frame collection or in frame step will will hook next section or next step. All right. I don't think we actually have to do the reaction right now, but we can directly write to data. That should not be too hard. So all we're going to do is, yeah, because we don't even care what enemy turn is or if it's player turn. We just care, well, we will when we check it, see if it's reactable, because we'll flip-flop who is checking to see if they're reactable. But this should not be, when we check state, what this is going to say, if queued actions is created, it's not going to be allowed to be ran without something in there already being created, because we're going to toggle the flag as we store the thing. So what we should say is, let me go into queued system data, drag that over here. Honestly, we could probably close to this, delete you, Close that. Close that. Close that. We'll make a new one. Okay, we'll name this initial actions, and then we'll name this one response actions. Okay, and so what we'll say is, I screwed up the Venn macro. There we go. And if response actions that is created, then or is reactable, or let's make it is unreactable. Is Q unreactable should be a better name. Then we'll make a new method. No, this will be bool. Is Q unreactable? And we're going to feed it nothing because we already have the data that it needs. Actually, we might need the system state. And then all we're going to do is we're going to read, because we're going to read system API for each turn data in state dot system API dot get singleton of type Q system data dot initial actions if we will need to check the current if system API dot get singleton of type turn system data. I think that's actually in our query. Yeah, we'll just do query then. I'm going to have to regrab this. If underscore query dot two component data array of turn system data. Why is it throwing me an error? Must be a reference type. Oh, maybe I have to do ref ro turn system data. What am I missing here? You should be able to pass turn system data. Oh wait, it's two component array. Fuck, I did this earlier. What was the issue? Two component data array. Oh, maybe I need to pass the allocator? That's the issue? That would be really weird if that's where the error was for that issue. And that was component data. Okay. We'll back up to we did two component data, and then we'll just do EQ dot two component data array. Dot. Okay, so it does work. Bro, I hate. Okay, fuck me. What an annoying debug line. And then we're gonna grab current. Oh, current state. Yeah. Is current state equal to enemy turn? If let me store the singleton up here. I don't know why I would do that down there. Var underscore player is equal to system API dot get singleton player. If we'll say player dot stats dot speed is greater than 0. We can fill in the fucking conditional for now. Return true. Otherwise, we return false. So what this says is, if it's the enemy's turn, we iterate through all of the enemy's turns that they're going to do, and if the player can respond to any of them, then we return true, otherwise we return false. That way, if the player can respond to one, then we're good to go. And then the else would just be basically this exact thing, except we're going to invert it, I think. Because I think when we get to this, we're going to delete this line because we don't care. We're going to delete that line. We're going to delete that line. And then we're going to shift tab that back. And then we're going to say var underscore enemies is equal to system API dot query enemy agent. And then we'll say for that in initial actions, we'll do a sub loop, or no. Paste that. Now we'll iterate over the enemies. We'll say for var in underscore enemies if we will grab this actually. Put this here. Because they're only going to store one action at a time. So this is fine. For action, turn data action is equal to paste. So we're only going to grab the first action, because theoretically there's only going to be one, and if there's not, we'll deal with that later. And then we'll say if, and that needs to not be turn data, that needs to be enemy. Yeah, don't auto-complete me. That's not what I wanted. Enemy dot stats is greater than 0. We'll figure out that condition later. Stats dot speed. Oh my god, we have a chatter, and it's a bot. Well, let's get rid of him. Go to Twitch. My stream. Why? I hate their autoplayer so much. Oh my god. Can I just look at my stream, please? Can I just manage my stream? Where the fuck is the setting? I hate this fucking site so goddamn much. Oh my god, please. Is it easier to just find myself in the search bar? I don't know where it's supposed to go for this. Okay, Christ. Now we're just going to... I think it's /ban early ferryman bot. Easy. Okay. Christ. I hate Twitch. I hate it so much. It's so annoying to use. Fuck. Okay. Then we... I just realized we're gonna have to completely scrap everything I was just writing because we need to check individually for each enemy if they can respond to this. So I guess if any of them can, then we leave and then do that process again later, but that sounds retarded. I'd probably just need to rewrite this. Okay. We'll say is Q unreactable for player? Can player react? So much cleaner. And then we'll just pass in the state. And okay. So if the response is created or the player can react, this needs to check to see what the current turn state is. So we're gonna remove this, disappear. And then Christ, that freaked everything out. Delete that, put that there. Oh god, there's too many. There's too many brackets. Breaking everything. Okay, remove that, put that in here. Okay, so if it's the enemy's turn and the player can react, process the turns, otherwise we queue an action. Although we already queued the action, so at this what this should say is we're going to paste this here. What we'll say instead is we'll name process turns. We'll rename that to Q or Q reactions. Flag for reactions? Flag reactions. And then we'll rename this to process turns. So this way, if it's the enemy's turn and the player can react or the player has already reacted, then we flag the reactions. Wait, this is equals to enemy turn. So we actually... God, I'm just... You ever just keep having to rewrite the shit you're writing because you just realize how fucking stupid you are? Okay. If you're equal to enemy turn, so if this is pre-reaction, so we can't have this. This is already, we're already too late if this has happened. So if I do, hold on, let me learn this Vim macro thing better. We can learn something, something protected for our time. If we do C, open parentheses. Nope, went the wrong way. I go backwards with C? No? Okay, that's fine. Just delete this. If can player react, flag the reaction. Now we don't even need that anymore. Otherwise, process the turn. Nice and simple. Now, we're going to make this less than 0. So if the player can never flag a reaction, we don't have to deal with the react system yet. And then, so this way, we should have 0 change in behavior currently, I believe. Unless deleting something fucked up something, because I deleted a few things. What is this that we're looking for? This is to set the action of the player. Okay, we don't care about this. Okay, now this should be, I think, identical to where we had it, and on the enemy's side, it should operate exactly the same. Let's double check to make sure before we rework on the player again. Because all we'll do is we're going to go into here, and we're going to add the, you know, is, if it's the enemy turn, or if it's the player's turn, then process their turn, because we're not going to set up reactions yet. I probably shouldn't even have done this, but it's fine. We'll say if it's their turn, then we'll paste that in there, and then we'll flip it around. I don't know about you guys, if you any of you code or whatever, but I feel like the part that fucks me is like, if I need to sit down and write a single task, like, okay, I need to change this one thing to this other thing. I feel like I have no issue doing that, and even like in a fast manner, so maybe it's not like a really, really hard problem or something. But if I have to like change a system, I feel like I'm constantly having to like, okay, we're gonna change the system and make it this way. Oh, actually, I just did that, and we're halfway through this, but this is actually better if I did it this way, and so we're actually gonna change this thing and this small thing for this other system, and you just like, I just end up like working on like 4 systems simultaneously because I fucking left it in debug mode, so now Unity's crashing. I really gotta figure out why the fuck it's doing that. Alright. Reopen. At least it's fast about it. Ugh. I wonder if I... Oh, it's already open by now. I was about to say, I wonder if I swap over here. Oh, it showed a black box. That's what it shows. Because I hadn't properly queued it yet. Good to know. Alright, click play. Yep, so it is the exact same thing it was already doing, and then we hit the player turn. Okay, so now what the player is going to do is we're going to say else if underscore query dot Okay, then we're gonna do we're gonna do process turn ref state again. So if it's the player's turn, then we're gonna process the state, and processing the turn is just what is this? Oh, because this used to be the queue. That's why this still worked. Yep, okay. So instead, we're just gonna delete all that. That is a bit much. And we'll just say debug.log completed player turn plus data system API. Nope. Get singleton of queue system data dot initial actions bracket 0. Bam, bing, pow, pam, or something like that. Okay, now we're gonna hit up. We queued 19 frames of input processor 61. Okay. So we did this part. But we wrote to an empty action set. Or no, did we set it to true? I thought we deleted that from the player. We didn't. Let's do that. Delete from the enemy? Nope. Okay, we're gonna delete from the player. Then we're gonna go back into the input processor. Delete that. And then what we're gonna say is public queue system data. Change this to ref RW. QSD, and then we're gonna say QSD dot value read write wait, no, this is even dumber. Okay, hold on, we can be smarter about this now. The player doesn't need to be involved anymore because we already have the benefits of an actual ECS, of an actual component system. The input data is stored up here. We don't need it down. We don't need the reference to the player anymore. So now we can just say we'll execute over a ref of ref RW of a queue system. I think if you just change this to ref, it does the same thing. QSD. And now we'll delete this. And we'll say if inputs.move direction.x. Yep. We'll go up here. Actually, we'll go here, I guess. QSD is equal to QSD dot initial actions equal to new unsafe list of turn data allocator dot persistent with an initial capacity of 1. Bam. Then we'll go into here and we'll just say QSD dot value. Oh, Okay, so SD dot initial actions dot add no resize. And we'll set was new action true, which will then trigger this to run the queue system. And then because of the player turn, we'll just process the turn, which it's going to recheck here, but we'll fix that later, which is just debug.log initial action. So now I think it's set up for the player turn to actually process properly. And if that's true, then we can just hook up the endpoint such that once the player turns ran, then we tell the end framer and he hooks back up the turn system and we can actually get like a real turn system running through. Here to make sure there's no actual true errors, because fuck the burst compiler. Just kidding. Love you. Okay. We queued a lot of frames. I feel like we should have had a memory leak by now. Well, I guess... Yeah, I feel like we should have had a memory leak for slotting 166 items into a one item array that's... Maybe add no resize prohibits the add, but I feel like it should have thrown an error. Oh, it would throw an error. Okay. And allocator.persistent, I feel like would get mad about getting thrown away. So we're gonna put a breakpoint there. We're gonna reattach. And then we'll go up to queue system. And put a breakpoint on this debug line. Actually, we already know it's going to hit if we hit the debug line. So instead we should hit here to see what it actually is at this point in time and see if it causes problems. And then we'll hit play. Okay, we'll get rid of the run, the check state, continue. Okay, we'll just put it. You know what? We don't need the debug this one. Okay. If job dot was do action. Okay, I'm gonna set this to if job dot was new action. Alright, that way I only want to see this one it actually is. We'll hit up. Right. Down, left. Okay, what did I fuck up? We know queue system data is there, right? Like if I go... Oh wait, no, that's the reading from inside the if check, isn't it? Maybe you can't write to a bool this way on a job. Processor line 64. Yeah, it does work that way. Okay, let me disable that so we don't get the fucking error again. So why does my stream's a black screen? Uh-oh. Thanks for telling me. Hold on. Why is it a black screen? Oh, we have no visual. Why is that? I see one on my end. Hop back and forth between them. My task manager isn't overblown. I wonder if Restream is broken. Let me check Restream. Hold on, let me see. Can you hear me? God, that would suck if this entire fucking time. I just... There's been nothing on... Oh, no, because I tested it earlier. Hold on, what does YouTube say right now? Get this entire fucking time. Okay, so I am up on YouTube, but I'm not up on Twitch? Why is Twitch freaking out? Yeah, okay, weird. Twitch is just off. What the fuck is... I don't even remember doing that. Okay. Um... Why is it breaking on me? Twitch stream lost signal. Restream IO. Oh, it's because Restream's fucked. Oh, well, that sucks. Yeah, this is view on YouTube. Yeah, I know it works on YouTube. That's not the... Oh my god, and the button doesn't last long enough for me to fucking see it on Twitch. I'm going to kill somebody. Cool, it's just fucking broken on YouTube. When did this end? And the button doesn't last long enough for me to fucking see it on Twitch. Wait, it's still up then. What's happening? So it says I'm offline. But it's also broadcasting. But it also says it's a past broadcast. With the exact time that I'm still running? And it's updating in real time? What is happening? Alright, I think it's... Why does it keep treating it like a VOD? This has got to be some restream shit. Hold on, let me restart the stream.